All right, so this video is going to be on slap bass sound. So I realized that doing like a sine wave and maybe a little bit of a square wave mixed in, and then having a quick attack, quick-ish delay. I mean, not delay, um, decay, and then some phase modulation, phase distortion, and some type of cabinet, maybe, and then maybe some other distortion mixed in, kind of gives like a really nice like slap bass sound. So here's one slap bass-ish kind of sound I made. Here's a second. The second one sounds more like an acoustic slap bass, or an acoustic bass, I guess. Maybe not really slap bass. But so I just have, let's do all the everything without the effects. So mute this. So just a sine wave, a little bit of square wave, quick attack, quick decay. Intensity not too high, a little bit of phase modulation on this oscillator. You can already hear the slap bass-ish kind of sound coming. Sine shaper, more distortion, some tube distortion. We're getting there, but I want to have some more high-end content, so I use OTT for that. And like OTT is almost infamous for like creating this annoying high-end content, especially right here. So I definitely want to EQ this OTT, a little bit of upwards compression, somewhat downwards compression, but I'm pretty high. I could turn down the high-end content compression a little bit more, but you know what? I just like to EQ it. I'm EQing a little bit of the mids out, so it's not too crazy. And then add some stereo shaping, the higher content, and then the lower content turn into a mono signal. Only do the low end, EQ the low end, and then add it together with the original higher content. And that sounds really nice. And then for the other slap bass, the one that sounds more like an upright bass, I guess, I did something a little similar, I guess. So I did the same approach, somewhat of the same approach. So this is going into insert 2, so without the effects. We just have, a little bit of sine, a little bit of a square, quick attack, quick decay like before, but then I added a little bit of white noise. And then, oh wait, here, without the phase distortion. A little bit of sine. Yeah, but, oh yeah, with the effects are off, so it doesn't matter. And then with the effects on, with the phase distortion, it's going to add a lot to the sound just with the phase distortion. You can definitely hear it's starting to make it sound like a bass. So like phase distortion, a sound is made up of partials. Like each sound is recreated, from a collection of sine waves. But it takes all those sine waves that make up the sound and then like shifts the phases around, and it's called phase distortion. At least that's what kilohertz phase distortion does. I don't know about other phase distortion plugins, but that's what the kilohertz phase distortion plugin does. And then I have some like almost some like linear folding here that I tried to add, but I think that's like way too much. I added some Harmer classic distortion, and then so a little more distortion. Then I added an amp modeling. I forgot what we used to call that. Amp. Yeah, whatever. So you could actually, instead of doing this, using this amp imitator, whatever you call that, you can actually use it's based on convolution, this speaker thing, so you can actually use the Friedrich convolver and go through some of the guitar cabinets here if you wanted. That gets, I don't know why it's so loud. So if you don't want that, you can do the Fruity Convolver, because the cabinet replicate whatever, kind of is close to, it is convulsion or whatever you call that. But I realize all the cabinets have really quick impulses, and that's just kind of how they are. But I like this cabinet. I think it sounds really nice, this Model Q. But yeah, so that's just how to make a simple slap bass kind of sound.